Yes, indeed, guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's Jay Jordan here. And today, I know it's late, but we're going to recap Sunday's home win, big home win against the Las Vegas Aces. I know it's late, guys. I apologize. I was away on vacation. So just getting back a couple days ago, trying to get back into the swing of things here. But we're going to get this recap done. As always, we're going to touch on the box score. We're going to go quarter by quarter to start, actually. We'll talk about the box score and the team stats. We'll get into some press conference, and then we'll end with my thoughts. As always, guys, if you like these type of videos and you want me to continue doing them, always leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and also hit that noti bell so you get notified whenever I post. We're coming down towards the final games of the regular season. So make sure that you're notified so we have a lot of away games, so we'll be having a lot of watch alongs. So make sure you're notified so you attend these watch alongs whenever I do them. All right, so as of recording, it is August 11th. It is Friday, so a couple of days since the game actually took place. So I actually was able to watch the second through the final buzzer of the game live, but I wanted to watch it again to get a fresh view of it so that I can give a better recap. So I just finished doing that. So we'll start off with the starting lineups. For the Las Vegas Aces, they've went with their same starting lineup that they've been going with since Candace Parker has been out. It's been Kelsey. Point guard was Chelsea Gray, Kelsey Plum, Jackie Young, Asia Wilson, and at center they've been playing Kia Stokes. For the Liberty, it's been our same five. It's been Courtney Vandersloot, Sabrina Ionescu, Benijah Laney, Brianna Stewart, and Jonquel Jones. So yeah, that first quarter, man, it was actually back and forth. It was a very highly competitive game. The Aces went on the run, then the Liberty responded. Liberty went up, Aces responded. It looked like for the Liberty's point of view, the goal was to attack Kelsey Plum early and often, whether it was Sabrina or whether it was Courtney Vandersloot. Whoever got Kelsey Plum on them, they went to attack mode. Much different than it was the first matchup last a couple months ago. The other thing that I did notice was that their defensive rotations were much tighter and the defensive intensity was much stronger. Last game against the Aces, they were really their guards are really attacking us heavy. They were just getting waltzing into the paint. So it was a pleasant surprise to see the defensive intensity much higher. Without Candace Parker for them, we were really beating them on the offensive and defensive rebounds. We really were getting to it. I don't think they had a offensive rebound until maybe late in the first, early in the second quarter. So we were really beating them to the punch there. I think the game, I don't think it turned here, but it could have had an effect. I don't want to give it too much credit, but towards the end of the first quarter, Jonquel Jones was in the post against Asia Wilson. She went for a spin move, had her elbows high, caught Asia in the face, neck, head area. Asia goes down, and Jonquel Jones gets called for a flagrant foul. Offensive foul and a flagrant foul. Asia Wilson looked pretty shaken up. She goes to the line, hits her 2 free throws, gets subbed out, goes to the locker room. They end up winning that quarter 22-19. And it was questionable whether Asia Wilson would return. But the second quarter came and she was subbed back in midway through that second quarter. But the second quarter, Sabrina Ionescu, she came out with a different intensity that second quarter. She scored like 8 of our first 10 points in that second quarter. Hit a couple threes, hit an and one. Her intensity was up there. Um, for Vegas, we stormed and we took the lead from Vegas after they were up 22-19. I think we took the lead 30-22 or 24. Vegas storms back and took the lead, so it was another back and forth quarter. Sabrina, as I mentioned, hitting threes. She ended up with 23 points in the first half. I think she had like 5 or 6 threes in the first half as well. Towards the end of that first half, end of the second quarter, we started to apply pressure and we ended up taking the lead 49-44. From that point on, we never lost the lead again. We were up 5 points to end that second half. I mean that first half, excuse me. We outscored them 30-22 in that second quarter. The third quarter, the third and fourth quarters, it was basketball heaven if you're a Liberty fan. The ball was moving around, the defense was flying around. We were hitting our threes. Um, I don't know what happened, what got into us, or what happened to Vegas, but our defense was causing them turnovers. They were missing shots, and we ended up outscoring them 30-9 in that third quarter. 30-9. They only scored 9 points in that third quarter, and I think I can remember. I think Asia Wilson had 4. She had 2 free throws and a layup. And then I think Jackie Young hits a 3, and then Chelsea Gray hits a layup. Yeah, so that's 9 points. And that's all they scored that whole third quarter. Sabrina continued her hot shooting. I think she got up to around 30-31 points in that quarter. And then for the fourth quarter, it was just more of the same. We kept our starters in. I think they subbed majority of their starters out. They don't have enough bodies to sub all the starters out, so there's always one starter on the floor. But we went up as much as 42 points in that fourth quarter. I think we had 95 points with 5 minutes to go. And also a milestone was reached by Courtney Vandersloot with her 2,600 assists. She passed Tisha Penicheiro from the ex-Sacramento Monarchs for second all-time in assists in the W. So salute to Sluty. That's a big milestone there. But after the 5-minute mark in the fourth quarter, we subbed all our starters out, put the bench in. I was shocked that our bench couldn't score 5 points in 5 minutes to get us to the 100 point marker against this team. But we also held them. They had their bench in. We held them to 8 points in that fourth. We scored 20 to finish with a final score of 99-61. 99-61. So let's get into the box score here, so we could see exactly what was going on with the scoring for both teams. Start with the aces. Asia Wilson played 25 minutes. Bad shooting night for her. 2 for 14 shooting. Didn't attempt any 3-pointers. 5 for 6 from the line. 9 points, 7 rebounds. She did have 3 blocks. Had 3 blocks in that first quarter. Was blocking everything. But a -14. Kia Stokes, 17 minutes, no points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. A -35 in her minutes. I don't know. Without Candace Parker, I don't know what they're gonna do there. Chelsea Gray was keeping them alive and keeping them in it early. 15 points, 6 assists, 3 rebounds. Did have 5 turnovers though, which is unlike her. 7 for 14 shooting, very efficient for her. Kelsey Plum, she was struggling shooting as well. I give credit to our defense for that. Had 12 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, 4-16 shooting, 2 of 6 from 3, a -27 in her minutes. And Jackie Young, 16 points for her. Didn't really contribute anywhere else. -24 in her minutes. Their bench gave them about 9 points. Alicia Clark hits 1 3, goes 1 for 4, has 5 rebounds, -13 in her minutes. Kayla George, no points. 3 steals for her in the garbage time, 1 rebound. I think her name is Elena Coates. Had 2 points in her minutes, 2 turnovers, 3 rebounds. Sydney Colson, -5, no points, 1 assist. Kirsten Bell, 4 points, 17 minutes. As a team, they shot 23 for 70, 32%, almost 33% from the field. 6 for 23 from 3, that's 26% from 3-point range. 90% from the line. Total rebounds, had 24 rebounds as a team, 14 assists as a team, 7 steals, 4 blocks, 10 turnovers, 9 fouls, which led to their 61 points. For the Liberty, Benai Jelani, 32 minutes, 13 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, played solid defense on Chelsea Gray and whoever else they needed her to play defense on. Did have 4 turnovers. She had 2 or 3 where she stepped back on the out of bounds line from the corner, so she has to work on that, but a plus 38 in her minutes. Brandon Stewart has 23 points. Struggle shooting was 8 for 20, but came alive late, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 steals, 3 blocks. Stuffed the stat sheet from her. Jonquel, 12 points, 14 rebounds, another double-double for her. 5 offensive, 9 defensive rebounds. Big. Had a block to her name, 5 for 12, didn't hit a 3. Probably one of the only people on the team that didn't hit a 3, but didn't matter, plus 39 in her minutes. Courtney Vandersloot, 10 points, 6 assists, 4 rebounds, 2 turnovers, which is good. Very limited turnovers. Solid night from Courtney. And Sabrina, big woman, 31, hit some big shots early. 6 for 10 for 3, 12 for 19. Very efficient night for her. 5 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 turnover, which is perfect, which is exactly where we need her to stay at, 1 turnover. Benched, not really anything from majority of our bench. Kayla Thornton hit some big threes and had some rebounds, 7 rebounds for her, 8 points, plus 25 in her minutes. And then the bench was all negatives. Niara Sabli only played 4 minutes, no points, and a rebound. Epiphany Prince, 2 points. Maureen Johannes, no points. 10 minutes, no points, 1 steal, and a rebound. Over 2 from her 2 threes. And Jocelyn Willoughby, no points, 1 rebound. That leads to 50% shooting from the field as a team, 44.7 from 3. We shot 38 threes in that game. 6 for 6 from the line, made all of them. We had 48 rebounds total as a team compared to their 24, so we doubled them up on the boards. 28 assists as a team compared to their 14. We had 7 steals, 4 blocks. They turned the ball over more than them. We had 13 turnovers to their 10. Had 6 fouls as a team, which led to our 99 points. Another important aspect I wanted to show was the attendance. It was 11,418, sold out in terms of what the Liberty offer at Barclays Arena. So I think the arena for the capacity for the whole arena is 17,000, but for what the Liberty offer, it was a sold out game for them. The line was a -5. The Aces were favored by 5 points, and the Liberty smacked that out the water. All right, so that was the box score and the team stats there. No, I don't really have any complaints. That second half was probably the best second half I've ever seen the Liberty play, especially that third quarter. No complaints from the third quarter. So I took a look at the press conference. I mean, after a big win like that, how much more can you say? They really alluded to saying, "Oh, this was just one game, one game." They beat us on their home floor, and we beat them on their home floor. We really came in with a different mentality, different focus. Really wanted to try some different defensive schemes, and it really paid off for them. So there's no complaints from here from me. I'm really proud of this team and how they responded. It could have been. It could have been. It could have. Let me stop, man. Let me stop. I'm just chatting right now. All right, so I looked at the press conference. It wasn't anything groundbreaking. A lot of alluding to this is just one game. We play them 3 more times this season. In the regular season, and especially in this month, they play them one Commissioner's Cup game and 2 regular season games. One on the road, one at home. So that will give us a better idea of how we match up against this team. I will say that this did give me some hope to know that, hey, we can beat this team. And it gave the team some confidence knowing that we can beat this team. We can hang with this team. So I'm really looking forward to the future games. Brianna Stewart just alluded to protecting home court. Bria and Courtney Vandersloot, they both alluded to protecting home court and wanted to play in front of these fans. So it was something to keep in mind. That's why we have such a high record at home. My thoughts, like I mentioned, don't really have any thoughts either way. The team played a really solid game. Best game that I've seen. Best second half, I should say, that I've seen from this team all season, especially that third quarter. They really turned the screws on the Aces and put this game out of reach, gave them no hope. All right. This was a shorter than usual one. Usually when the games are blowouts or great wins, I don't make them too long because what more is there to say? The team played excellent basketball in that second half. Hung with them in the first half and really put the screws on them. I know this video is coming out on Friday, August 11th. If you're watching it today as it comes out, we play the Chicago Sky later at home. We've only had 2 games this week. This game that I'm recapping, which was on Sunday, and this game on Friday. There will be a watch along on Sunday at 3 p.m. for the game against the Fever in Indiana. Hopefully we can continue to put the beats on them and stop Aaliyah Boston like we did last time. Thanks for tuning in as always, guys. There's going to be a lot of watch-alongs coming up in the future because we're going on a nice long road trip for the next 2 weeks after today's game against the Chicago Sky. So be tapped in for the watch-alongs. Thank you guys for always tuning in for these videos. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified anytime I post, and I'll catch y'all in the next recap. Salute.